Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A give to Brown. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Selling the fake. Going long. Ball's in the deep ball. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Louisville. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
On the ground, it's Martin. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Crosses the 40. There's some room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
There he goes. 10. Touchdown, Penn State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
From deep, it's Hughes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up.
When you talk Louisville offense, it's Isaac Brown, right? Everything goes through him and his ability to run the football. This guy's a home run hitter, toting the rock, catching the football. He's the guy, David, each and every week defenses have to key in on, and no question this year he is going to be the focal point of this Cardinals offense.
Nobody at the running back spot puts more fear in defenses than Brown. Like, this guy has so much speed. He can make you miss. He erases angles. You saw him several years ago coming as a freshman, just making people look silly. He is that guy. And Braum at the OC spot will call these calls to get him the ball and make sure he can make plays.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Handoff, Isaac Brown. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Handoff again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
That nigga's slow, but
he
make plays.
Coming up with a big interception.
Yes, that nigga's slow, but he make plays.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
On the ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Rushes on. Takes a hit as he fires. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Taken down right away.
Good job. Come on, turn that down just a little bit. It is loud. Thank you.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He's changing the play. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Right side, it's Brown. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel.
Let's go.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down.
No. All right. Football.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon.
Is it the
Fields the punt.
like
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down.
I went to some area yesterday, saw 52, 54, and got the fuck up out of there. Hit the brakes and got out of there. Dave sold us his plot.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Defense all over him.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He doesn't block the in.
Rides to the back.
Oh, yeah, we gone.
Turning it on. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards
coverage now. Showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humped.
Fights off a defender. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll run him again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
3rd and long coming up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Bro.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hughes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
They don't relax. Wow.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback changing the play. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Hard running there. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking deep. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to pass, it's Beck. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Wallace. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the...
Snags it, and there's running room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Second and long here. Wants to throw it. Buying time to his right. Firing for the end zone. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Making the adjustment on the play. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's forward. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Wants to throw on first. Catch in the middle. It's McCoy. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking to the big tight end. Right side, it's forward. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try to draw even here before the half. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights, it's good. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll try it over the left side. Shakes off the defender. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Crazy game.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Sam Houston Bearcats taking on the Delaware Blue Hens. And it's the Bearcats coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it took them a long time, but they finally pick up their first win in what's been a difficult season.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Just feeds the running back. Pass to 6. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Beck. Got him downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Sells the run, looking to pass. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They take the lead with the 6.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Making the adjustment. They'll move the tight end. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grab behind the line, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Brings it down on the right side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Cardinals come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Hand off for Brown. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Second down, gonna throw it. Release to the back. Finds his man. Got him right there. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. On third down, here's Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
Really nice job on the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, said it, go for it. They trust the quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
The Cardinals are rolling down the field. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in.
Cover two. And he throws to the tight end.
Boy here will tie the game. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. You're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown. That's a great drive by the offense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Follows his blocks. It's Wallace. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Give to the running back. Still on his feet at the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Penn State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
On the return, it's Hughes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped.
It's called $40 million, my dog.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Motion from the back. Drops back on first down. He slings it deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Wide receiver going in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Foley. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run with Brown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Trying to make a little adjustment and hiking. Your nigga just dodge tackle.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with exactly where you want to be in this one. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Still looking to his right. On the move, he fires. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Long way to go on 2nd down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. The handoff. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Right back to the well. Runs through a tackle. At the 35, he's got room. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. They'll start on the ground with Brown. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys, climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Off play action. Right side, it's McCoy. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Brown. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run. Sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Again, it's Brown. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
On 1st down, it's Brown again.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Out wide right, it's McCoy. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. The offense gets the timeout, 12 ticks left on the clock. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Got to have it here on 4th down. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Every play magnified in the 4th quarter. You just get the thing tied up, and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field position. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Using his legs, it's Wallace. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Put hands on niggas!
So here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Running to the left. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Ocean from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end.
Love this nigga.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They get on the board first here in the overtime period. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown.
Here we go, ready? Hey, 95, 96 bridge. 95, 96 bridge. Hey, move. Ready, go.
A give to Brown. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Off play action on first down. Right side, it's Foley. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Field is condensed. Not a lot of room to work with here on third and goal in overtime. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown. And he drills the short field goal. Listen, man, a little bit of disappointment, right? Like, I think they were in position. You wanted to get the touchdown. Now, all the pressure shifts to your defense and trying to get a stop, Jesse. Because if they get in the end zone, this ball game's over.
This defense now has to come out with a sense of urgency. You're absolutely right. Would have wanted the touchdown. You take what you get. You got the 3. Now the defense has the ball out.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked down. Short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
So this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Bring him down. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Let's see what they have on third down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. On third down, he drops to throw. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
So they're going to try to strike first with a touchdown, going for it on fourth down here in overtime. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Tough run here. It's Wallace. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed gimme fourth down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running behind that left side. Stopped right there.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Smashes through the tackle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They'll go with Peoples. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to fourth down to keep the drive going.
Well, that's now the second time in this game that they've gone for it on fourth down, and they've got it running the football. So great job by the offensive line just getting it done.
Peoples again. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Defense looks like they're coming. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Third and goal, and get a pebble of that football across the plane, and the game's over. They'll run it with James Peoples. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime with the touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.